there's anyone watching the live chat, say hi. For watching the live chat, I am just kind of adjusting my life. We are wearing pajamas today. That is what we are doing. We are wearing pajamas today. So hi, say hey, say hello. While I do this, I'm trying to figure out how to access the comments in my life. Details. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out, you guys. Hi everybody, we're here. I just want to make this bigger. Not sure how to do it. There we go. Not sure how to do what I just did. There we go. I just want to see the chat so I can read it from my computer. If you're tuning in to today's live, say hey, say hello. Today we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk and we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff. So hi! We're just getting things a little more set up, so please bear with me as I do go live. Hello, 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 hello. I just need to open up my calculator. Oh, hi. Harper, hi, Harper, hi. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you get me to 200 subscribers, I will be giving away one full set of clover or more crochet hooks and a variety of yarns. And if you decide to get me to 500 subscribers, I will pick 2 winners to win a full set of clover or more crochet hooks and a variety of yarns. Hi, could you say you? I'm just going to say good morning. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. Good morning. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. So today I just wanted to let you guys know and that excuse me, let me rephrase that. Let me say that again. I would just like to let everyone in the chat know that I have a new pattern coming out. It is called the ribbed helix dish scrubby, so that is going to be coming out soon. I pretty much already wrote the pattern. It's a very basic pattern. I just need to add things like the product materials needed, abbreviations, and photos, and I still have to work up the sample. And so yeah, I'm going to be releasing that hopefully soon. So it's going to be a simple dish scrubby pattern. It will be listed. I was going to sell it on my Ko-Fi, but I think I'm going to stick to selling it on my Ravelry. So for Ravelry, I will do that instead of the Ko-Fi, and I will be selling it at a discount. So if you guys want to buy that, also, if you guys want to, please go to the posts or community tabs on my YouTube channel. There is a post. If anyone hasn't seen it, I did a little poll on there and would like you all to join in on that poll. So today I'm going to be working on my brand new pattern. It's the ribbed helix dish scrubby. So if you all want to watch me while I crochet that, let's just get into it. Thank you for subbing. Hello, hello, hello. I have my calculator because I'm trying to count how many rows we are doing. So this is a very easy crochet pattern. Don't forget to get your beverages, your snacks, or any project that you're working on. Thank you so much for all the subs. So again, if you get me to 200 subscribers, then I will do a giveaway for one set of Clover and More crochet hooks and a variety of yarns. If you get me to 200 or 500 subscribers, that number does go up. So that means I will pick 2 winners instead of just one. So that is something that I will be offering. So there you go. Knit Ian says, I am knitting an Esther sweater. Oh, cool. You have a coffee. That's great. I'm so glad that people are watching. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I pretty much wrote the pattern, but I realized that it's not really, I still need to edit said pattern. So that is what we are doing. Pattern edits, I need to work up a sample. And yeah, that's pretty much what we need to do. I need to work up a sample of said pattern. That is what we're doing. So say hey, say hello. Let's just chit chat while we crochet this pattern. So I am working on a pattern, and I think it's going well, I'd say. Perfect. And that's not right. This is a little trickier than I thought it was going to be. There we go. We got one version. So if you are wondering what I am crocheting, it is basically a crochet dish scrubby that I am working on. And I am officially working up the sample. I do have to edit the pattern a little bit, so that's what we're doing now. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that I can read the comments on my computer. In there, hi! Hi, thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. Thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. We are working on a fun new pattern design, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. It's a new fun pattern design that I'm working on called the Ribbed Helix Dish Scrubby. It's already got a name. If you can come up with a better name than that, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget that you're going to want to check the posts/community tab on my channel regularly, because I will often be posting updates for things on said channel, or on said tab of the channel. So just don't forget to do that, because oftentimes you miss stuff on there. And this is not working out like I'd hoped it would. Okay, so hold on, you guys. There we go. We have done it. We have officially done it. So I will give you a close-up of what this looks like in just a moment. I want to kind of get the row finished before I show you guys what we're working on. I mean, I already told you what it was, but I do actually want to show you. This is difficult to do. A little bit. Yes. Okay, so we are working on it though. Oh my goodness. So these are post stitches that I am working in said project. And so because I'm working on the back side of the project, you have to do back post stitches because on the front side, you want the front post stitches to stick out. So sorry if I'm focusing a little bit. I'm not normally, I normally don't have an issue, but I haven't worked back post stitches in a really long time. I really only ever work front post ones usually. So we gotta just try this and see how it works out. Because normally I don't do. These type of stitches. Alright, and then end with a regular stitch on the end and see how this works. That did not go well. It looks like I skipped one. It literally looks like I skipped one. Okay, so here we did a single crochet here. It looks like we skipped one. There we go. Next stitch is the single stitch. And then there we go. There we go. It worked better. Got it. Just haven't done back post stitches in a really long time. Hey. Oh. Bill says, hey, Nitty. And Nitty says, hi, Bill. Sorry, guys. I'm a little slow today. It's because I'm struggling to work on this pattern, so. I think we got it. I think we got it. So I'm going to chain one at the beginning because that's what I want to do. And then I will kind of show you. It's a very rough estimation of what it's going to look like. It's a very rough image of what it's going to look like. But this is kind of what the pattern is looking like. Kind of hard to tell because it's like white. But this is what it looks like. If you can even see. There we go. It's hard to tell, obviously. But also I'm doing a different angle for my legs. I want to start doing it this way. I'm sitting in the same spot. I'm just sitting in a different angle. Yeah. So we have a regular stitch, a post stitch, a regular stitch, and a post stitch. I don't want to give too much away though on it because this is going to be a new pattern coming out soon. I might possibly be looking for pattern testers. It is a very easy stitch pattern. I would say it's like very easy. So that's great. So I think it's easy for people to follow. Okay, so then we have that. So this is working up really, really nicely. What are you guys up to? What's going on in your lives? We're just chatting away. We're just chatting, chatting, chatting away. I think that that's something fun that we can do. Just chat, hang out, crochet. I did talk in some of my other lives about selling my crochet patterns on my Ko-Fi account. I think I did mention that. But I've decided that I think I'm going to sell my patterns on Ravelry. The best fiber to use for this dish scrubby is going to specifically be a cotton yarn. Not like one of those like softer type cottons, but more like a stiffer cotton, like Lily Sugar and Cream or Peaches and Cream, because those are the exact same. So that's going to be what you're going to want to use for this specific project. It is a relatively simple project to do. The um the back side is where it's a little bit tricky. And what I mean by that is just that you have to do the back side of your work opposite to the front side. And so that's why it's just a little trickier. So let's just say if the front side of your project has front post double crochets, then the back side of your project would have to do back post. If that makes any sense, literally at all. So yeah, that's what the project is looking like. That is what we're working on. But I don't know if it's actually working the way that I was hoping it would work. I don't know if it's working the way I would hope. But the ribbed helix dish scrubby is going to be a really, really fun, cute design that I really think everybody will like. There we go. I think I did that right? There. Oh, I see what I did. I made a mistake, you guys, so I'm fixing it. I apologize. Technically, there needs to be 2 stitches. Okay, there we go. So then you chain 1. There we go. You work a stitch. There we go. You kind of end with 2 of the regular stitches. I'm talking kind of in code because I don't want to give away exactly what the pattern is. So I'm kind of trying to talk in code a little bit because I'm working on the design of said pattern. if that makes sense. So you do have to end with 2 regular stitches on the wrong side of your work when working this pattern. Thanks, you're welcome. The reason I say like peaches and cream or lily sugar and cream is because you want a thicker cotton like this. You don't want to use like Hobby Lobby's. I love this cotton because it's softer, it's drapier. That's really good for clothing or like softer drapier things. You want this to have a scrubbier texture, and you could even mix in like Red Heart scrubby stuff like that. Would be like what you would want to mix in. So that's what you would want to mix in. I finally got it figured out. So this pattern that I am working on does consist of post stitches. I will tell you that. It does consist of some front post stitches. So on the back side of the pattern, you will need to do back post stitches. So the front side of your piece gets front post stitches, and then the back side of your piece does get back post stitches because you want the front side of your piece to stand out. You don't want to pull those front stitches backwards on the back side. Does that make sense? So on the right side of your work, going right to left, you want to do front post stitches, and on the wrong side of your work, going left to right, you want to do back post stitches in the same spot where you did the front post. That way, it's not popping out on one side and then popping in on the other. So whatever you do on the right side, you do opposite on the wrong side of the fabric, if that makes sense for the pattern. So this pattern is going to be coming up soon. I will give you a better look of what the pattern is roughly looking like as soon as I finish this row because I made a mistake at the end and I fixed it. It was just, I just skipped a stitch was all. Oh, okay, well, are there, um, like front post and back post, like knitting stitches? Because if there is, then you could convert this to knitting, basically, if you wanted. Like I would say cast on this specific amount, do a regular, like maybe knit stitch, and then do a front post type of thing, if there is such a thing. This is pretty easy. You can do front post and back post stitches, and the only reason why you're doing back post stitches is to make the front post stitches on the front side pop out. So it's not alternating front, back, front, back. You know what I mean? Because you don't want the front stitches to pop out on the right side and then them to also pop out on the wrong side. You only want them popping out on the right side, if that makes any sense. So there is some definite pattern editing I need to do. I will at some point. The only issue is I don't have a way to film a tutorial yet at this point, but I do plan to, if that makes sense. Like that is something I do plan to do. So I think I'm going to show you kind of what it's supposed to look like after I finish this so-called row. We're almost there. We just have a couple more stitches to do. I just don't have a way to film a tutorial right now because of my living situation. Yeah, and I'm staying with somebody else right now, and so I just don't have a physical setup for that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's basically why. I do plan to eventually. I just don't feel personally that I'm able to right now, if that makes any sense. But I will be doing a very easy to follow tutorial. I pretty much wrote the tutorial or the pattern already. I just need to add a few more details to the actual instruction. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to show you what I have so far. So this is kind of what I have so far for the pattern. Put it up against my face so y'all can see it better. I'm not sure I'm loving it. I'm really not sure that I'm loving this exact look. It's just not giving what I want it to give. You know what I mean? So I think I might need to undo and do a smaller hook size. You guys, you're getting a behind the scenes look. No, it does not need to be wider. That is not something it needs. I undid it because I actually want to go ahead and do a smaller hook. I don't have my 4.5, which would be great. So I'm gonna have to go with a 4. So we're gonna do a 4. But that's kind of the idea of what I want it to look like. So that is what we're doing. We're gonna redo it, you guys. But we're doing a smaller hook size because I just discovered that that was too large of a hook for what I wanted. I'm gonna count real quick. There we go. So that is the size of it. It does not need to be wider because this pattern is going to be requiring 2 pieces that will be put together. It's not going to be like folded in half or anything. So we will not be needing to do wider. And I did just realize that this is going to look, but it just looked really sparse. and far out. And I did not like that. So you guys are actually getting a behind the scenes look at this new design. So it is going to be called the Ribbed Helix Dish Scrubby. That's kind of the design name choice that I'm going with. And I think so far it's going to work out. I don't know if I totally love it yet, if I'm going to do it a little differently, or what exactly I'm going to do, because it might just be, it might just basically be that I was using too large of a hook. Also, I do want to mention that crocheting with stiffer cotton like this is a little trickier to do physically, but yes. So stay tuned eventually for a tutorial on my channel for this, because there will be a tutorial for this eventually. But for right now, um, I'm going to be making a digital like PDF that you guys will be able to buy. And I just want to mention that I did say before that I was going to be selling it on my Ko-Fi account. I changed my mind. I think I'll sell physical patterns on my Ko-Fi account. And then for my crochet patterns, they'll be sold on Ravelry.com. So that's the new update for that. And either once I get it done and approved and edited and everything, I will be posting on Ravelry, and we will be doing a sale. So that'll be something that'll be fun. So it'll be like a discounted sale for said thing. So this is what we got so far. And so far I'm liking it. It does not need to be that wide because it's going to be a dish scrubby, and we will be making two of the same pieces. So I've got my ruler here, and we are going to measure it. So we're going to lay it on a flat surface, measure it. So it's measuring at just under 4 inches in width. If you were to make a dish scrubby where, say, you fold it in half and seam it together, then that would need to be double the width of however wide you want it. So if you wanted it to be 4 inches in width, you would need to make it 8 inches. But we're actually going to be making two pieces that will be seamed together. So that'll be that, basically. And since I'm in the design stages of said pattern, that's why we have that. Okay, so that is why we have that. Yes. So everybody, we are redoing it with the correct size hook that we need, because the larger hook, it looks too sparse and spaced out, and we really just don't like that. So that is what we got. So that is what we got, and that is what we need. So here we go. We are just going to be working a post stitch around the post here. I think that's going to work, or maybe it will not work. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do exactly. I might work two of them. There we go. I'm not 100% sure on this, guys, because I'm still in the design phases. and I want it to look aesthetically pleasing, and I do want it to work. So I'm not 100% sure on exactly how we're going to be doing that. So my apologies if it seems like it's taking me a while to do this. I don't have it like 100% figured out, if that makes sense. So yeah. And I do think it looks better with the smaller hook, wouldn't you say? I do think so myself. I'm just testing some ideas because I want it to look good. And I don't exactly know how we're doing that. So stay tuned while I do some experimental figure out the mathematics of this, because I need to figure out the mathematics of it. So there we go. We got one and then we got that one. Okay, perfect. I'm just not specifically saying what I'm doing because I haven't released the pattern yet, obviously. It's going to be a basic pattern. The working on the wrong side is going to be the most complex, but it will pretty much be a basic pattern. I promise. It's just going to be a little more complex on the back side. So I think so far it's working just the way we need it to. I'm just going to get this row done, and then I will show you guys what we're working with and how we're getting along. I like the smaller hook a lot better. I think the choice to do that is a lot better. I just think the 5 was too big. You could arguably say that maybe a 4 is a little too small, but I don't have my 4.5 where I can find it. I mean, I'm sure I've got it somewhere, but it's probably in my storage, to be completely honest, which is kind of not good, but then again, what can you do about it? Also, what's the weather like where you are? It's kind of gray and rainy here where I'm at. So yeah, that's what's happening here. It's gray and rainy. I think this is gonna work. Maybe. I don't know for certain. But I think it might. Hold on, you guys. I'm working on the pattern, figuring it out. And figuring out what we need to do as far as that's concerned. There we go, it looks good. I think that looks perfect, just the way it is. So this is what it's looking like. You can't really tell that well. I'm going to put it up against my head for contrast. That's kind of what the pattern is looking like. And again, this will fit in the palm of your hand really good for scrubbing dishes. So I think this is going to work. I'm not entirely positive how it's going to look on the back side. So I think that's kind of the consensus. Okay, so we did our chain one because in the pattern I'm doing a chain one. Oh, it rained the other day. Cool. It's been raining here too, yeah. Sorry guys if I stop talking, it's because I'm focusing very intently on this. And I'm already doing it wrong. I know what to do. I'm just like already doing it wrong. This is literally not working. Okay, so we did the chain one already at the beginning of the round. This first stitch is a little complicated. But I think we did it pretty successfully. I think we successfully did it. That's good. Has it been raining a lot where you are? Yay for success. Yes, I think we did it. Thank you. It's just a little tricky to work on the backside. It's an easy concept. It just be considered a little tricky, and that's all. But we're getting it. We're definitely getting it. There we go. I think we're getting it pretty dang good, you guys. I will show you what it looks like once we get the round completed. I will be sure, or the row, excuse me. I will be sure to show you. I just want to see if we're doing it right. It looks like we're doing it right. Actually, I'll just show you now, kind of the progress that we have. That's kind of the progress that we have. Put it on my forehead for context. That's kind of the progress that we have for the pattern. But to be honest, I'm not sure I'm loving it. I'm kind of hating it, actually. Don't ask me why I'm hating it, but I just am. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm hating it. Why do I have to hate everything that I do? Why? I guess yay for success, but not really. I'm not liking that at all. So that's about the size. We're doing it again because I'm not really liking the design choice that I'm doing. Like I just not loving it. I don't know why, but I'm just not a fan. Like I thought it would look cool, my design idea. And I just ended up not liking it, like literally at all. It's not working, you guys. I think I need, wow, there, one more chain. I just always redo my chains if I decide I want to do a different number because I forget where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I had a design idea that I thought would look cute, and to be honest, I don't think it looks cute at all. So we're switching it up, and you get to see behind the scenes of me designing a pattern where I undo, redo, undo, redo, undo, and redo until I get it looking the way that I like. So I always like to start my project with a base row of stitches. So that's typically what I'll do. Is I'll do like one solid row of whatever stitch I'm gonna do just to get me going. And then I'll start like the stitch pattern like the next row, if that makes sense. Oops. This yarn does kind of split a little more, so there is that, but it makes for really nice cotton projects. It just tends to split a little more than the softer drapier cotton does. But you definitely don't want to use the softer drapier cotton for dish scrubbies and things like that. You can, it's just, it's not gonna have the scrubby effect that you're looking for. You can physically do it, it's just gonna be too drapey, too soft, and honestly, I'm just thinking you're not gonna want to do that. It would just be way too soft and too drapey. And I just don't think it would make a good dish scrubby. But you could do that type of softer cotton for like dish rags that you want to make and stuff like that. But for scrubbies, you want this cotton. You just run the risk of it splitting a little more. That's just how cotton is. I've never found a really high-end rougher cotton like this that doesn't split. That's just not something I've ever come across. Now, like I said, there is the softer cottons like Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, which is somewhat better for wearables, depending, somewhat better, at least in my opinion, for like headbands and like dish rags and stuff like that. Also, I'm using this bottle. I'm just drinking water. We're not doing anything. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I've chained one because that's what I'm gonna do for the pattern, and then that's what we're doing is chain one. Oh, it's 9:30 a.m. here. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. That's really, really cool. I like that it's 9:30. It is 4:31 p.m. What day is it for you? It is. What day is it for you? Just curious. Oh, so it is Tuesday for you. I wasn't sure. It's actually Monday for me, I think. Right? So is it the 14th for you? Yeah, okay, so you're a day ahead. It is Monday. Monday, October 13th. Okay. That's really cool though. That you're like a day ahead. I mean, not a full day, but basically. Anyways, I'm just trying different design options to try to see what I like better. Because the design that I had in my head, I just didn't enjoy it the way that I was hoping that I would, if that makes sense. So we're just trying different things. I see. I think I'm already liking what I'm doing now better. So I will show you. It's totally different than what I was doing before, you guys. So if you guys are wondering, I'm designing a new dish scrubby pattern, and I don't like the design that I came up with, so I'm redoing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you guys are seeing behind the, the scenes. Yep, I'm in the future. That's cool. Oh wait, so it's my future, but it's your present. So that would mean the future is the present. Whoa. Wow. That is crazy cool. I already like better what I'm doing, but I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. So we will see how it turns out. There we go. I think that works alright, although I'm not sure. It looks a little weird right here. Hold on, you guys. I think that stitch is just big, which is why it looks weird. It just doesn't look right. It just really looks weird. Why is it doing this to me? It's doing weird things to me, you guys. Oh, that's why. Because it totally skipped over this one. Like a weirdo. Don't ask me why it did that. It just did. Perfect. So I think we fixed it, sort of. So again, this is kind of a sample. I will have to make a new one, obviously for photos. But this is kind of what it's looking like on one side. And then the back side's looking like this. I'm putting it up to my forehead for contrast. So I think I figured out a design style that I like. Trying to stay similar to the previous design, while at the same time being different than what I originally had planned. Man, working back post stitches is hard. Like I mentally get how to do it. It's just tricky. It's just physically tricky to do. But you only have to do back post stitches on the wrong side of the fabric, if that makes sense. It's not like you're only doing it to make the front post ones pop out, if that makes sense. So I think I'm just gonna stick to this and then show you what we're working with and just kind of get a feel for if I like what I'm doing. Because I might not like this either when I finish it. So if I like it, I'll keep going. If I don't, I'll undo and restart. Wow. It's really like bulky in the back. Like really bulky in the back, but what do you do? I mean, it's working. It's working. Just not really sure I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm just not really sure I'm loving it, you guys. Just not loving the design that I've chosen. Like I said, I'm just really not loving the design. Like at all. And I've used this yarn so much so that it's just, we're cutting all this yarn off. We can use this yarn for other things, but I just don't like how it's working out. We're starting again. My design idea failed me, which is okay that it did. I'm allowed to admit that, and I'm allowed to be okay with it. Okay. Mm. have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. One, two. Okay, so we're sticking to the same stitch count. I have a new idea. I don't know if it's going to look good, and I don't know if it's going to work out, but I think I have an idea. You guys are seeing it here first. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. It's a little more easy to split after you've been working with the yarn for a while. I will say the peaches and cream is not the best for undoing and redoing, undoing and redoing. I think you can save this for like sewing pieces together or for like scrap yarn stuff. But I wouldn't use it for crochet because I've undone and redone the project so many times. You know what I mean? That is just not good. I like how it came out so far. Look how nicer that looks. Put it up against my forehead for contrast. I know that's weird, but it's because it's white yarn, and it's hard to show like the details of white yarn. So you know how it is. It's just difficult. Okay, so I need to do some math on this. So if I do, give me a second. So what if I do? It's not gonna work either. What if I do? Just give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to do math on this for this pattern. Perfect. Perfect. We have figured it out. And I think this will work just fine. This will work just fine. Means I will technically have to rewrite this pattern. One, two, three, four, five. You guys are seeing behind the scenes. Okay. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. We figured it out. I figured it out, you guys. Now, I might hate this design, but we don't know yet. Ooh, I might end up loving it, though. Who knows? I'm gonna test it, though, and see if I love it. Okay. Perfect. I think we got it. Yes. I don't know if this design idea is gonna even look good. I know it'll work. Whether it'll look good or not is a whole nother story. So let's keep going. Perfect. We're working the last two of the round. Oh, sorry. I keep saying round when I mean row. I do mean row, you guys. I just keep saying round. Oh, thank you. I'm just still working on it. This is what it looks like so far. Okay, well, my idea is coming to fruition. Okay, well, it's working so far. So I'm going to put that I've done one row from the pattern repeat. I'm going to do a couple rows and catch you back after I finish this row. Finish this row actually, and then I'll show you. There we go. This is working. Something I'm already liking. If I'm not talking, you guys, for a second, it's because I'm focusing. I just thought I would mention that. Oh my goodness. Okay, one more of this supposed stitch that I'm doing. I don't want to give out too many details because again, it is a pattern creation of my own. Okay, perfect. And then I will show you what this looks like after the back side or the wrong side of the fabric does have to be done backwards of what the front side does. So if you're doing, for example, if you're doing, like I said again, front post stitches on the front, in those same stitches on the back side, you'd have to do back post. Okay, that's totally fine. So I am just going to do a chain because that's how I'm starting my rows. And I'm going to just show you what we're working with here. It does look a little wonky, but that's the general idea of what we got going on. The pattern, general idea. Anyways, that's all I'm going to do for this live because I'm still trying to figure out how I want the scrubby to look and how I want the design to come out. So thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. This is kind of a behind the scenes of the pattern and how it's going to be looking. But again, it might not look like this because I'm still in the figuring out of the design phase. So thank you so much for watching this live stream. I'll catch you in the next one.